Hello all, Uncle Jack's Horror Stories here. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. And above all, I hope you enjoy the video. They call me Ryan Smith, private investigator. But I was something else long before that, something higher. I reminisce a little while I lounge in my ratty second-hand office chair in this drab, cramped, possibly mold-infested, definitely rodent-infested rented office space. It was a far cry from the hallowed halls I had occupied for millennia, but it hardly matters now. Rules are rules, and I broke a big one. Now I scrape by in the gutters of this city, solving cases that don't make sense to anyone else. I deal with the things that crawl in the dark, the whispers that slip between reality and nightmare. I'm not even sure of my own motivations for this. As a fallen angel, I don't really require the same necessities as humans do, and I hardly get my fee anyway, so it's not for the money. Perhaps I'm subconsciously trying to atone. It doesn't really sound like me. It's more likely I'm just a creature of habit like anyone else. My name is Raguel, formerly one of the 7 angels responsible for watching over humanity. Once I had wings, and now all I have is a dented flask full of bad whiskey and a nicotine addiction. The case started like most do, a sleep-deprived woman with worry lines etched into her face. My clients never start in my office, they end up there. At last, desperate hope. Her brother had disappeared 3 nights ago. Last seen wandering into an abandoned church downtown. The cops gave a cursory search, didn't find anything, and told her to pound sand. He's an adult, they probably just took off. I asked the lady, I don't remember her name, not even sure she gave it. Are you 100% sure the cops are wrong on this? He very well could have just taken off. I'm sure. Our parents died 2 years ago, drunk driver, and we're all the family we have left. He might leave the area, but there's no way he would have left without telling me where he was going, or at least telling me that he was leaving. I'm sorry for your loss. Any reason he would go to that church? We grew up religious, church every Sunday, Bible study groups, the works. My brother lost his faith when our parents died. That's understandable. That doesn't explain why he went to that church, though. I'm getting to that. Jacob met some new friends online when he posted about his lost faith, and apparently that burned-out husk of a building is where they meet. I at least learned her brother's name, Jacob. My mind drifted a little. I had known Jacob. Not the missing boy, but the man he is named after. The father of the 12 tribes of Israel. A worthy man to be named after. Hey, are you even listening to me? Are you going to help me find him or not? I will help you find your brother. The moment I stepped into that dilapidated church, I knew something was wrong. The air was heavy, thick with the scent of old candle wax and something worse. Burnt feathers. My stomach twisted because I knew that smell too well. The blackened pews were overturned. The marble altar surrounded with bloody sigils cracked like something had struck it with a divine wrath. Near the sigils were what appeared to be charred human remains. Unfortunate, but summoning magic does come at a cost, and a significantly heavier cost if you don't know what you're doing. And there in the center of it all was the boy, Jacob. His body was limp, dangling in the air as if an unseen hand held him aloft. His eyes rolled back and his lips were moving soundlessly. Then he spoke. Not in his voice, but a shattered, ethereal echo.
You fell so far, brother. Do you even remember the sky?
That voice scraped against my mind. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fists. You let him go. Laughter. Hollow, mocking. The shadow writhed, forming the outline of something vast and winged. A fallen one like me. But my older brother had fallen far, far deeper than I had.
They called to me. They always do. They pray, but they don't know who's listening.
I'm not going to say it again. Let him go and go back where you came from. There's no place for you here.
By the law, his soul is mine. They called me. They let me dictate the terms.
Oh, so now you're going to follow the law of God? Jacob shuddered, his breath coming in ragged gasps. I had minutes at best before his soul was dragged somewhere he would never return from. I reached into my coat and wrapped my fingers around the hilt of a blade I swore I'd never use again. The jeweled grip burned against my palm, hungry for evil, for the unholy. Holy fire flickered along its edge as I drew it free. You always did like playing God, I said, stepping forward. The shadow snarled, shifting tendrils of darkness slashing towards me. But I was faster. I had fallen, but I still remembered how to fight. My blade cut through the gloom, and for a moment I saw it, his true face, twisted, beautiful, and wretched. He screamed as the fire took him, the church shaking with the force of his banishment. I'd have loved to have ended this threat permanently right there, but fortunately or unfortunately, he would need to bring his entire physical form into this world for that to be a possibility. And between you and me, I'm not sure that I have the horsepower for that kind of confrontation. Not that I wouldn't try, but if he walks the earth, we'd have a lot more problems than just one lost boy. Red sky, oceans boiling, the works. Jacob collapsed, gasping, alive. I caught him before he hit the ground. My grip steady despite the tremors in my hands. Another soul saved, another reminder that I was still fighting, even if heaven had turned its back on me. When I stepped out into the night, the weight of my wings, the ones I no longer had, pressed heavy against my shoulders. I lit a cigarette and watched the embers burn against the dark. Fallen or not, I was still an angel.